Where's that coming from? Yeah, that were a bit echo away.
All right. Almost ready. If you see anybody pop in the chat, just say hi. That's done. That's done. All right. That's done. That's done. That's done.
We're officially live. And go.
It's posted in Simply Sam's Discord. Crystal's Discord. Mommy's Discord.
Crystal finally stopped streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, she did about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago.
Soul Straw is with us. And Mrs. Legend is in the house already.
She's not in this house.
Thank you again, Mrs. Legend, for letting us borrow Mr. Legend.
All right, let's get this going. Oh, by the way, in the stream, in the chat, you guys, if you wanted to show something across the screen, just let me know by just putting your cursor over one of the chat comments, right? And they should see a green button say show on stream.
Okay.
So as a test, I will just do Soul Straw here. So you see at the bottom of the screen, Soul Straw.
Like that.
And then you just click on the button to click it off. So try not to overlay everybody. All right. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? It is February the 20th, Saturday. Sunday for some people in Australia right now. So welcome, everybody in the future. Welcome, welcome. This is the TwitchCord Podcast Day. Welcome. Episode 1, Season 1 of all the new podcasts that we are going to be pumping out for you guys. I am RhinoMonster, part of the RhinoMonster Gaming channel. With me today, co-hosting, we have onto whatever side that's
over here.
Yo, the other side of this. There we go. Over there, we have the legend himself, Mellowmanx of Mellowmanx Gaming. Definitely go check him out as well. He is in the house. He's going to do all his spew and chat with you guys as well. We also have the silver one downstairs, as you can see, or where it is on the windows. We have Jake 2Z in the house as well. So again, welcome everybody that's popped into the stream. Don't forget, hey, Malicious, what's going on? How you doing? A5 Toonie, how you doing? Soulstraw's in the house. Everybody, welcome. This is a podcast type of stream for you guys. We're going to talk about games. We got some streaming advice or some stream talking we're going to talk about. We also have an interesting extra section we're going to be talking about as well. Some miscellaneous game related stuff that's going to be popping in. So welcome everybody.
Bumblebee.
Hey, Lizzie Bumblebee's in the house. Oh man, I wish they can get the emotes to work in this thing. But I have my other chat on the other side. There we go. There's no alerts, by the way, everybody. There's no alerts in this game or in this. So my apologies if the applause and stuff like that don't show up. We do not have those type of overlays in this chat environment or this type of environment. So my apologies for that. Other than that, let's get things started. I'm going to hand it off to the other two. And they're going to let you guys know who they are. So, Mellowmanx, go for it.
Hello, chat. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name's Mellowmanx, a.k.a. Mark. I've been streaming now.
The other white Mark.
The other Mark, yeah. I've been streaming for approximately 2.5, 3 months now. What got me into the streaming were a number of things. Obviously, the immense amount of time that I spend gaming. I basically decided, as most of you already probably know, that to do something decent with my channel was to take any revenue generated from my stream and put it towards a charity that is close to my heart. So basically, I have grandchildren that are affected by autism, and both at some stage have received quite substantial support from these charities. So I just thought it was something very small that I could do. As you can see, Rhino's put the charity up. So basically, the charity's name is the National Autistic Society. Basically, they do a lot of good work, should I say, that they cover areas such as adult residential services, homing, support within the home for people affected with autism. They do children's services, education, support in the home. A small example, my daughter is a single parent, couldn't afford teaching aids, so they provided her with iPads and learning instruments for my grandson. So that was the background. That was the reason that the main reason I started the streaming. The other one is obviously to meet people, enjoy myself, and I spend a stupid amount of time gaming anyway, so why not broadcast? So I've had, for me, extreme success, mainly thanks to this group, to be fair. Got me to my affiliation, and something different about this group that you'll probably all experience in yourselves is after my affiliation, the support didn't drop off. I would say, if anything, it's increased. I see the same faces in my stream, chatting, as anyone who streams, which pretty much all of you do. When a chat looks after itself, it makes a stream, one, a lot more enjoyable, and two, a hell of a lot easier to manage because you're managing yourself. So thank you so much for that. Hopefully we keep going together for a while to come yet, and I'm still enjoying it. I hope I'm putting out content that people do enjoy. One thing I would say, I don't know how many of you are aware of this. I had my first payout from Twitch, and it enabled me to put close to £100 into my charity. So thank you so much for that, guys.
And again, the link for this charity, as you can see on the screen, will be in the description when I upload this podcast up to my YouTube channel on RhinoMonsterGC on YouTube. In the description, the links will be there as well. So if you wanted to watch this podcast over again, everything will be in the description, so you can go check things out and make a donation if you wish to help out with Mark's charity. Also, with the podcast going up on YouTube as well, feel free to leave comments and stuff like that on the YouTube podcast as well, because I will be pulling questions from there for future podcasts. Plus, I will answer some of the questions there as well if needed. So if there's anything you need to know, I'll hunt it down. I'll bug these guys, and then they'll get you guys your information as you need. So next we have the Silver One himself.
The Silver Fox himself. Yes, I have now named myself the Silver Fox, seeing as a lot of people are calling me the Silver Fox anyway, so I'm going with it. I never planned on becoming a streamer in any way, shape or form. I basically came into the world of streaming because I had questions on a game that I was really, really enjoying, but I was wanting a bit more kind of like information. I came across a couple of streamers, one being RhinoMonster himself. And I spent probably an afternoon bothering him whilst he was playing his game of Division 2 with Demoto, I think, at the time, with no end of nonsense questions about the game, who graciously pretty much stopped his game a lot of the time to answer most of my questions, which pretty much got me hooked on streaming, basically, then at that point. Spent a lot of time supporting, so I've been in so many different people's streams over the last, 6, 7, 8 months maybe, and I think I got the flavour of that it's a big massive community out there, and it made even more sense with the fact that obviously we're all in lockdown and you don't get that much interaction these days. So finding it online was great, that there is this interaction and this massive community out there. So I've really enjoyed it up to the point where probably about a month ago, I decided, you know what, let's see what happens, because everybody kept saying to me, oh, give it a go. Like, why aren't you streaming? Why are you not doing it? And I just went, you know what, I'm just going to press the button and see what happens. And lo and behold, I was pretty much hooked. So I've got people like Rhino and Mellowmanx and Vincinerater and Lizzie and quite a few of the legends out there to thank for actually saying to me and pushing me to the point where I was like, you know what, let's see what happens. And lo and behold, yes, I've got my own channel now, and I'm like I say, I'm really enjoying it. And it's that community spirit that's really keeping, I think, all of us going. I think everybody's kind of like benefiting from that community spirit, because we're all looking out for each other. We're all jumping into each other's stream. We're all talking to each other. And like I say, it's just one big happy family. And that's what it feels like. And that's kind of like what's keeping me going every single time I click that button to broadcast my gameplay, is that spirit of community and that spirit of kind of like family, if you like.
Oh, it's for sure. It's definitely a community thing for sure. And when we created TwitchCord, myself, Eddie, Reese, So Starkey, Liv, when we created TwitchCord and stuff like that, we had a shaky start. We'll admit, we did have a shaky start. We got things straightened out. We got things going. And for the best of it, we promote TwitchCord as a community, right? It's the members that make the community. It's not the admins. The admins, we just take care of the shell. The members in the community are what make the community work. And as long as the members are networking with everybody, popping into everybody's streams as they can, like we can't jump with the time difference and stuff like that. We cannot jump into everybody's stream. We all know that. But if we can lead by example and jump in and say hi with that lurk, but at least saying hi in the chat and saying what's going on. People are pouncing into other people. You start seeing other people start talking in the chats, which makes the streamer feel even better, because it's like, oh, look at all this interaction happening in my chat. I'm chatting with them. It's like a warm, fuzzy feeling of the community getting together and helping out. So this is what we promote. It's not a follow for follow. It's not a link drop. So some of these posts that I've seen in TwitchCord, they're just dropping their link. I'm live. Here's the link. That's it. You're not even telling us what game you're playing. You're not even telling us when you're live or what's going on. Is there a goal you're trying to get or anything like that? It's just a very cold bang. I'm live. Bye. Right. I will admit, my post in TwitchCord, maybe only get a few people clicking on the like button, but I'm not worried about that. I just want them to say, hey, I'm live. Come on in and hang out. Right. Yeah. But if you do post in TwitchCord that you are live, like, say a little more. Let us know what game you're playing. Let us know what fun you're going to have. Is there a charity thing that you want to try out? Or, there's stuff like that. Like, get us noticed that way. And people will come and go in waves, so be patient and stuff like that. We've had a few people saying, hey, TwitchCord's not helping me and all that. By all means, if it's not helping, let us know. Don't just drop a post in the group saying this group sucks or this group's not helping, blah, blah, blah. Let the admins know the reason why you think it's not working, and then we can see if we can help. But if you're just going to, if it's not working, then maybe the group's not for you. By all means, try another group. There's plenty of other groups out there. We want to make sure that everybody in TwitchCord is functioning like a community, right? So, like I said, I met Jake 2Z in Slow Flow Dad's Facebook group in his chat. Like, I was networking in there. That's how I met him. And him and a few others told me, let's go over to Twitch when Facebook screwed me over. And then, we came across Mellowmanx down the road with the As1 group and stuff like that, and jumped in with him and got to learn more about him and stuff like that. Now he's a host here. It's like, come on. Networking works. It does take some work to do it, though. So you need to put the effort into it. You need to do the work, but the rewards will come to you, but may not be right away, but they will come to you.
You must be prepared, in my opinion, to take the rough with the smooth. Like anything in life.
Oh yeah, exactly. But again, everybody's got a different opinion. By all means, you're entitled to your opinions and stuff like that.
Always correct.
Yeah, and if you want to post a bit of a negative post in TwitchCord to say, hey, I don't find it there, as long as you word your post in a meaningful way to say, look, I would like to get some help, then let's see if the members will jump in and help out. But if you're just going to post a trash message saying this group's not doing anything, then you can just copy and paste that and post it in everybody else's group, because you're going to get the same thing, right? So your post will just be ignored by everybody. And because if you want serious help, just ask for it, and hopefully the members will come out and help out.
That's the right question. That's all it takes. I'd like to add to what Mark said as well earlier on about when you are putting your post on TwitchCord. What I would suggest as well is if you are looking for help towards affiliate status or anything along them lines, it's not going to hurt to put your kind of like your stats, your figures, whatever it is on there, just so everybody's aware that this is what you're doing, because it's a battle, guys. We know this. We know it's a battle to get that affiliate status. So do yourself a favor. Put it on with your post so that we know who is needing that help towards affiliation, because we do a lot of things around raid brigades. We look for people to raid every time we are looking to end our stream. We are looking to raid somebody, and we will always try to raid somebody who needs that help. So we will always look for those people. If we don't know that information, we can't help you out, guys. So if you are putting a post on TwitchCord and you are battling for affiliation, please just put something on there so we've got an idea of who's kind of like battling.
And as Jake just said, he actually sets up Raid Brigade streams. So he'll just turn his stream on, set up a TwitchCord Raid Brigade, go look. He actually physically goes through the TwitchCord members and looks for people that he can find online that needs the affiliation help. And he'll send either 9 people in the raid, he'll send 20 people in the raid. It all depends on the community jumping into his stream to help with the Raid Brigade. So if you ever see him with a title in his stream saying Raid Brigade, jump in, help out, go with the raid, stay in the other person's stream for at least 3 minutes. What you can also do, just to let you know, when it's a big raid with a lot of people going, when you jump in, refresh your chat. Then it actually counts as a full view, right? Because when you come as a big raid, it not necessarily is counting all the views. So as soon as you jump into that other person's channel, type, hey, how you doing, and all that, or hashtag whoever's raid brigade, refresh the chat, and then that person will get the gratification of that extra view or that final view that's kicking in. So help everybody out that. So keep an eye out for Jake2Z with anything that's TwitchCord Raid Brigade related and help out.
Yeah, same goes for you as well. Anybody that's in chat, anybody that's watching this or listening in any way, shape or form, if you want to set up your own Raid Brigade, if you're getting enough people in your raid to be able to take them somewhere, please do it. It's not mine. It's not something I'm keeping hold of or anything like that. If you want to set up a Raid Brigade, please just do it, guys, because it will help somebody out there. Like I say, I'm not planning to be the next ninja or anything along them lines, but I don't mind if I set up a stream and I've got 20 people in my stream all of a sudden. I don't mind taking them onto somebody else to benefit them, because I've got my affiliation status. So it makes sense for me to go and help somebody out there who's really maybe struggling, or maybe they've got that little last step to get to that affiliated status. So if you guys want to do it, crack on, please do it.
So one small story about raiding, just to let you know. I was in Simply Sam's stream yesterday, morning my time, by the way. So probably around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. my time. Hanging out with Simply Sam he had 60 people in his stream. Everybody's chatting, everybody's going around that. He decided it's time to raid. So everybody jumped in and said, yes, we're all ready. Like, they typed in the chat, we're ready for the raid. So there was a good chunk of people. He actually raided a 13-year-old new streamer that has no affiliation, 13 years old. We raided him, went over there. We hit him with over 45 people that managed to all go over into the raid. The kid was speechless. You can actually hear the kid running away from his computer. Oh my God. He couldn't know. He was trying to thank everyone in the chat individually as best as he can. He was trying to follow everybody. He joined the Discord. He was playing Minecraft, and Simply Sam not only just raided, he stayed in the chat with them and said, hey, what's going on? Welcome. You've got this and stuff like that. And helped him out. We calmed him down. He started playing Minecraft. The 13-year-old, I can't remember the streamer's name, unfortunately. He built a cactus for Simply Sam in the Simply Sam's logos, colors, and everything. So it was absolutely insane. And then I found out, because I left it tabbed open, the 13-year-old streamer raided somebody else random from his chat that needed help as well. And he sent everybody over there. So that is absolutely awesome. And that just shows the community right there. The support rate, bang, bang, bang. We it does work, but you need to stay in and help out, right?
That's a great comment from Vincinerater there. When raiding, you should factor in 10 minutes to hang out with who you are raiding with. Sound advice, in my opinion.
Yep, absolutely.
I see a bunch of people in here. We got Dante Epic Gaming in here, Vincinerator, Malicious Gaming, Harry Boy, DC Miss Brightside. Welcome. Genocide is also, hey, Genocide does need to help everybody. He is so close to his affiliation. He is so close. For sure. Don't forget, we are going to raid somebody at the end of this podcast. So you have to be active in the chat. We're going to randomly pick somebody, regardless of anything. We're just going to randomly pick somebody from the chat. And that's how we do it for the podcast. Clint Flicker's in the house as well, I see. Smiles, what's going on? How you doing? Jedi Bandit, by the way, Jedi Bandit is possibly going to be in the next podcast next month. We are going all Canadian, by the way, next month, because right now it's like UK versus Canada right now. Let's see who else we got in here. Oh, we got a good chart. We got like 27 people in here. We're rocking it. We're rocking.
Big name
today from Malicious. There we go.
Legends.
Yes.
Get well, Lizzie, by the way.
Oh yes, Lizzie Bumblebee, the Queen Bee. I know she's got us tabbed. I saw her early in the podcast. She was trying to do her 24-hour stream yesterday. She caught a little ill, and she had to cut the stream short. I think she made it to 17 hours, something like that. Is amazing.
Yes.
All of us, all of TwitchCord, to you, Queen Bee. Hope you're feeling better, because I know you messaged me earlier today saying you're good, but all of us are here for you.
Yeah,
hope
absolutely.
it all comes back. Vala, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, I got to post this one. Sorry. Yeah, you all hosers. That's the Canadian me. So just put like a pound of bacon on me, and we're good to go.
I know.
All right. So that's basically the intro. As we go through, we're going to talk about some games. There's a bunch of stuff coming out. I'm just going to randomly name off some games that are coming soon for the PlayStation. We got the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Of course, we've got the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is the Mass Effect games completely remastered, apparently. My honest opinion, I'm not going to go near them. I put 80 hours into each of those games, played them twice, and I'm done. I want a new Mass Effect game. So, but for all those Mass Effect people, we got a bunch of new games there. Guilty Gear Strive is coming out. It looks like, if for all baseball fans, the Show 21 Digital Deluxe Edition is coming soon again. Elder Scrolls called Blackwood Collector's Edition is coming out. Of course, Resident Evil Village, which is Resident Evil 8, is on its way out. Outriders, which we'll talk about in a bit. Nero Replicant is coming out. Monster Jam Steel Titans, if you like the monster trucks. Back for Blood is another type of zombie game coming out. Returnal, which we're going to have Mellowmanx talk about in a few minutes. It Takes Two is coming out. Deathloop. Hood, Outlaws of Legends. Anything else worth? Apparently, Hood also has a premium edition coming out. Just those are just some of the small handful of PS games coming out. If you have not got your free PS games for the month of February, please do, because Control is absolutely great. It's a great game. If you're on the PS5, there's a PS5 version of the ultimate version of the Control. Put it in your library. You'll definitely like it. That All-Star Smash Brothers, it's okay. It's kind of like one of those games that you're all good. So don't worry about that. But I'll get into what we're going to talk about. And we're just going to pop this up on the screen here. So Outriders is a game that I'm completely looking forward. No audio, my apologies. We're just going to play the video and stuff like that so we don't avoid any copyright issues and stuff like that. So here is basically a shooter-looter game called Outriders. The demo comes out in 5 days on February 20th. It's like Gears of War. So it's the same people that make one of the Gears of War games, Bulletstorm, and a couple of Fortnite functionality and stuff like that. People Can Fly is the developer. The publisher is Square Enix. Shooter-looter. 3 people as a co-op. If you want other people in the game, you can complete the game in a full solo if you really wish. There's no healing packs, no healing stations, no healing potions, nothing. If you want to heal, you got to kill things. That's the whole thing. So yeah, looter shooter. The demo comes out on February 25th. Crossplay is manually involved. It does cross-platform as well as if you want to set it up. You can also set up doing your party chat through Discord channels if you wish to do that. I will be showing a lot of this game on February 25th. It's free. You do not have to purchase or pre-order the game. If you do try the demo, and you like the demo, and you do buy the game, which the game comes out on April 1st, you can transfer all your progress from the demo to the game. But it's got to be in the same ecosystem. So if you play the demo on Steam, you can only transfer it to the full game on Steam. If you play it on PlayStation, you got to transfer it to a PlayStation. Xbox to Xbox. So you can't move your progress from like PlayStation to Xbox. You can't do that.
It's not cross-save.
Pardon me?
Not cross-save, then.
No. It means moving your progress from the demo. You can't do. There is no cross-save, but there is cross-play.
Right.
So it is a cross-platform playing game for sure. But after the campaign, there's expeditions, which you can make it harder and stuff like that and go through. Level cap is level 30 in the game. But if you play the expeditions on the hardest levels, you can get level 50 gear. So absolutely insane. There's a pretty cool modding system and stuff. The demo will not have the crafting system in, and it will cap the resources to a bare minimum because it is the prologue in the first couple hours of the game. They also said you can stream the demo if you wish to stream the demo. Just be wary. There's a trailer at the end of the demo with licensed music in it. So make sure you mute it at the end so you don't get flagged for that if you are going to stream the demo. I will be streaming the demo. So if you have any questions, definitely hit me up while we're playing this game. I'm totally looking forward to it. I'm a Gears of War fan. It's probably the only Xbox game that I'm a fan of, but I will be playing this on the PS5 for sure. And once the game comes out, I will do some follower games and have some people join in with me if you want to play the game with me. So that's pretty much Outriders. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I want these guys to talk about their games, and I'm always going to talk about this game. So that's pretty much it. That's how we're doing it. That's all good. So it looks good, as you can see on the screen. I can't wait to play it, and I can't wait for you guys to pop into my stream and bitch and complain about the game with me. I'm gonna love this game. If it plays as well as this game looks from everything I've seen, oh man, Destiny, you're gonna get booted out the door, buddy. So that's pretty much it for that. So I'm gonna hand it over to Mellowmanx because he's gonna be talking about a really cool game that's coming out called Returnal. Go for it. Okay.
Whilst looking for games to talk about, there was a few that popped up. Obviously, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone here because this is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, and I don't actually have a PlayStation. I'm starting a campaign for Mrs. Mello to allow me to get one, but we'll talk about that at another time. But the game itself, I'll get to it. I'm referring to my notes, so I do apologise, guys. There's a fair bit here. What caught my eye about this game is it seems there is a familiar feel about it, and I don't know. Obviously, you guys have a chance to check out the video that we're watching now, and there are a number of videos up at the moment. It reminded me an awful lot of a more polished, probably more functional version of the EA game Anthem, which we won't be talking about, but the publishers of the game, the publishers of the game are Sony Interactive, so it seems to be an in-house development. Again, I was just flicking through a few games, caught my eye. It looks very pretty, as you can see. It's a PS5 exclusive. It was originally slated for release on the 19th of March this year, but they put it back to April the 30th, which to some quarters seemed to be a disappointment. I never see that as a bad thing myself personally. If they're putting a game back, it's because they want to either polish it, add things, or guarantee that it's going to hit the ground running. So not too huge a gap. You're talking about just over a month, and I don't see that as a bad thing. It runs on the Unreal Engine 4, so that's a tried and tested, slightly aging thing now. But as you can see, this doesn't look too bad at all. It looks very pretty. It's a single player, third person perspective game. And this is how they describe it. It's a science fiction psychological horror with features rogue elements. Now, I don't quite know what they mean about that. I'm guessing that might be a little teaser or something that you might find out as you start getting into the game. The main character of the game is a space pilot called Celine. And it also says that you are stranded on an ever-changing alien world, stuck in time, which I thought was which I found quite interesting. The statement "ever-changing world" caught my attention straight away, because that suggests to me that different playthroughs will offer different scenarios or different routes. Hopefully, after each death, the pilot is resurrected. So rather than using the word respawned or you come back, they've used the word resurrected. So I found that interesting. I couldn't find too much about it, to be perfectly honest with you. Directing to that word's resurrected, but it seems as though that's kind of been put in there purposely. So we'll keep our eye on that. Something that I found very interesting as well, obviously with the PS5, anyone who owns one will know about this, but it says it fully utilizes the PS5 DualSense controller and the haptic feedback and 3D spatial sound. So it looks as though they've gone to town and they've tried to incorporate everything sensual about this game. Probably the wrong choice of word there. They've tried to put as much into this game to give you to immerse you into it, shall we say. Like I say, it reminds me of Anthem, the way it looks. Now, as far as progression goes, again, it's very, very shielded from that. But what I do know, I think there's an element of looting within the game, and I think the more you progress through the game, you improve your equipment, suits, weapons. I think there's actually improvements to ammo as well. So,
well, we do see drops, because just watching the video, we do see things dropping after you kill things, right? So there's got to be some type of a lootage to upgrade your stuff and all that as you go through. I agree with you. I'm very, very curious about the ever-changing world after you resurrect as well. So it'll be interesting that. But yeah, I played Anthem. I'll admit, I played it. Unfortunately.
There are support groups available for Anthem players.
The flying in Anthem was absolutely dead on, spot on, but the rest of the game just tanked. But it looked pretty. So I don't know what BioWare is going to do with that, but this Anthem 2.0 might get scrapped as well, I heard. This looks good. This does look good because I didn't see much of this until I did my homework yesterday to find some of this video stuff for Mellowmanx for the podcast. And if it's going to take advantage of the 3D audio, you're going to want to wear a good set of headphones that can handle the 3D audio because when I played Hellblade with my earphones on, like you could hear the hints and the whispers in the air on telling you what to do in the game without really realizing that. So if it's going to use 3D audio aspect in this game, man, you're going to want to pay attention to everything around you.
But also their statement, science fiction, psychological horror, that could work well. You know, I'm assuming that they're going to be trying to put some scares in there for you, hints and direction. You know, it looks like a bloody very interesting concept, in my opinion.
What the cutscenes are going to be like how it mends through the gameplay with the cutscene. It'll be very, very interesting.
Absolutely, yes. I'm assuming it's going to be top price, being a AAA. No, I didn't find any detail about pricing.
I can give you what the price is on my side here.
That's around $70 when I saw it originally.
Okay, so AAA price, basically.
So the regular in Canada it's $90, so $89.99 for the regular. The deluxe edition is $99.99 in Canada. So I think what is it? Minus $12 off my price is the UK price. I think it is.
Ish, yes.
Yeah, for the conversion, I think. So if it's $89.99, it's probably what, $76 for you guys?
Which would sound about right, to be fair.
Yeah. And again, April 30th is the release date.
So yeah, we're almost there, pretty much. A couple of months. So hopefully they get some stock of PlayStations in, and I might get to try this one myself. So
expensive April for Mellowmanx.
As well as this, obviously, I looked around. I won't go too deep into them, but there are a number of decent titles that are coming out within the first quarter. You've got a game called The Gunk. Looks very interesting for Microsoft. Bit of an adventure exploring type of cartoony style game. Other things that caught my attention were Back 4 Blood. Also Dying Light 2. So yeah, it's looking promising. We had a bit of a sparse year last year, didn't we, with gaming? But you know, this sort of thing coming out, this looks like it could knock it out of the park, or die on its arse. You know, we're not going to know until we get our hands on it. But looking promising as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, here's another one from Smiles. Whoops, wrong one. Where's Smiles? Smiles. Where'd you go? Smiles? There it is. So he's looking at that one as well. It's another cool game coming up.
Yeah.
There's also another one, Project 8, right? Or Plan 8, sorry. Plan 8 is another Division-esque with some sci-fi functionality to it, with some mech suits and stuff like that. I think you were talking about there before there, Jason.
Yeah.
The Plan 8 one, remember that one we were talking about?
Yep. Not from the last.
It's like a Division game, but it's got some sci-fi mech suits that are you equip like these robot arms, you get better arms. You can equip a jetpack so you can fly, and there's different talents or something like that. So it's something else to keep a lookout as well. Yeah. All right. So anything else about Returnal without the C?
I just like the idea of they've taken a few aspects from a few different. So obviously you've got the space thing, you know, you've got the progression and looting aspects in it. But I like the fact that they've put the psychological horror edge on this as well within the space. Not too much has been done.
So are you okay if I spoil this and stream this for you?
I'll be watching regardless. So yeah, I'm sure you're going to beat me to it. But yeah, I've got great interest in this, and I know you two have as well.
Oh, I like, as I said, when I did my homework on this game yesterday, I got more intrigued about the game when I was reading about it and watching about this. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one for sure.
Something else that I didn't find, it doesn't see it seems as though they're going to stay single player. I couldn't find any information about whether.
I don't think it's going to be multiplayer. I think it will ruin the aspect of the game, honestly.
Yeah. So for single player gamers out there, something well worth looking at.
All right. Okay, we're going to move on to the next game here. This one, Jake2Z is going to be talking about. It's this one called Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. This is the first time I've seen it, everybody. So I'm probably going to be all giddy because I took a peek at it. So, Jason, go for it.
After this,
go for it.
So there was a newish trailer, which I think this is the trailer that was released about a week back, which kind of like caught my eye, which made me kind of like think, like, I want to have a look at this and find a bit more detail out about this, and it fit well with obviously the podcast happening. So Black Myth Wukong, apparently going to be based on the Chinese novel Journey to the West. Now, this was already drawing comparisons to the original Dragon Ball manga, which was obviously also inspired by the same novel as well. So there's quite a few connections to old manga if anybody's interested in manga kind of stuff, which I know a lot of people are out there. I think Smiles is one of them. The release date hasn't been actually confirmed yet for this at all. Now, they are talking about between 2022 and 2023 because it's still kind of like in the early stages of development. The company or the developer called Game Science, like I said, definitely in the probably the mid stages. There is a playable demo that has been on their Twitter page. So I think the CEO of the company was on Twitter quite recently showing off a playable demo. So it's definitely in the works. It's the company that's actually developing. They've not really done many games before. They've been more involved with playable mobile games. So a couple of mobile games, one called Red Tides and one called 100 Heroes, which has been doing quite well over the last few years. Company's only been going since 2017 as well, so they're very, very new to this arena of actual games. But as you can see from some of the graphics that's going on at this moment in time, you can kind of see that they're having a good go at it. So it's not like they're behind the door in any way, shape, or form. It's going to be released on all platforms, so you're going to be able to get it on PC, your PS5, and Xbox. So it's not like it's just stuck on PC in any way, shape, or form. Although I know you guys like to call it the master race, we do like our game on PS5 and the Xboxes as well, guys. So, but yeah, it's going to be across all the platforms. So yeah, it's looking good. It's heading in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. It's been like
if it looks like this, I'm sold. Like this is gorgeous. Kind of gorgeous.
This is what brought me into it straight away. I can see kind of like links to like Sekiro and Bloodborne games and stuff like that. So and apparently the actual acrobatics and that of the playable character are akin to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So again, you're going to see a lot of the similar mechanics to them type of games going on. Now, it's based on a Monkey King. Apparently, the main character is a Monkey King called Wukong. Now, apparently, he's going to be able to change into a giant monster as well as a flying insect as well. So the dynamics are going to massively change between whichever state you're in. So there is that, obviously, all those different capabilities with the gameplay as well.
So right here on the video, where is it? Okay, coming up, bang. Giant monster with a big block on him. And then we saw the flying characters fly in at the beginning.
So obviously, dependent on which level you're on, I would imagine it'll depend on what kind of like character you need to be at certain areas. So it'll make, obviously, if you're going up against something big like that that's on the screen now, maybe obviously you need to be your big monster at that point. it was revealed in August last year, where there was a 30-minute long trailer, and apparently this 30-minute long trailer within 1 hour had 2 million views and pretty much near enough melted YouTube down when it was released. So that was kind of like our first spell of seeing what this was all about. Like
Gary,
said,
there's a two-headed rat. double duty on that one. Get your double royalties for that one. That's a two-headed rat.
So again, like I said last week, there was another trailer released, which is the one that we're actually seeing now, in conjunction with the Chinese New Year of the is it New Year of the Rat in actual fact, which will fit well with Gary if it is the year of the rat this year, is it?
I'm not sure. Where's Daniel? Daniel Kent's Korean. So, but anybody in chat know what year the Chinese New Year is? Put it into the chat.
If it is Year of the Rat, then it's Gary's perfect year right there.
That's why he's got a snowstorm in Texas.
So yeah, it's looking like it's going to be quite a large scope game in actual fact, and like I say, with the I think a lot of people have been playing things like Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima and kind of like looking at these manga type games as well. So I think it'll hit a nerve with a lot of game players out there and a lot of the manga type nerds out there as well. I think it'll do really, really well. So again, like I said, we've got a bit of a wait on it, unfortunately, but I think it'll be worth the wait, because even just looking at it right now in the early development stages, if it's anything like it is on the screen now, it's going to be absolutely epic. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one.
It looks interesting in the fact that you could potentially take, again, as we were saying before, multiple directions. It looks very open, hopefully open world. I like the flying aspect of it. That looks great. So yeah,
like I said, obviously the aspects of the flying bit will probably work well in certain areas of the game and what have you. So I'm assuming that's why they've put you 3 different versions of your character in there. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it just looks really, really good. Like, it looks really nice. I this better be just next gen and PC. Like, I can't see this running on the old gen systems.
Running well on PS4 or anything other than the new gen stuff. So I think that's where we need to be kind of like heading towards, which will make sense if it is like the end of 2022 or beginning of 23. Then it probably will be just the next gen consoles and your higher end PCs.
Oh, yeah, I agree, because I think 2022 is where we're going to actually see the good next gen games and stuff like that. Because the end of 2020 was the release of the next gen. 2021 is that crossover. We're just going to try to patch all of the old games to work on the new games, but we're not going to give you anything really new until 2022.
I think the problem we've also got is obviously where COVID's concerned, it's probably delayed a lot of games. So I think maybe towards end of this year, beginning of next year, we will start seeing some like big games coming out for the next gen console. So I think that's where we might be thinking about seeing some of these games. So,
yeah, it's exciting that to think that we might be getting to the stage where we're going to be. Let's see what we can get out of these games. I don't mean to sound horrible, but instead of trying to dumb them down for the older generations, let's move forward. So yeah, this looks like that could be.
Hopefully, show the capabilities of the new consoles and that.
Yes, yeah.
I just upgraded my game. There we go. I'll just show this one on the chat. So game looks beautiful, and I just upgraded my system and a little bit, but I am sure it won't work on mine. That's usually the case, isn't it? You upgrade your system, you get it ready, you got it working for the current games that are out, and all of a sudden you get this beautiful new game popping out, and all of a sudden your system's out of date again, right?
Yeah, get your wallet out basically once more.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Hopefully there's not a lot of buttons in it, because Vincinerater is just going to look for all those buttons. All right, so so that's those are some new games that are coming out and stuff like that. Also, just a heads up for all those Division 2 people out there. I am one of those guys.
Me too.
talking with some other people. Yeah, we got Mellowmanx is in there. We're all Division 2 people.
Yeah.
We all know that. We just won't admit it. Talking around with some other streamers, talking around with some other people that have been digging in, like Slow Flow Dad and the Dirty Rat Gaming. Massive has stated that Division 2 will be supported for this year and next year. But I think that's it. So that tells me no Division 3 in the next 2 years for sure, because they're really working on Star Wars right now, and they're also got the Avatar movies whenever the Avatar movie pops out. So they have an Avatar game that coincides with that, but James Cameron's got everything all tight-lipped about that for whenever that comes out, so I'm not worried about that. The Star Wars one, from what I've read, it's supposed to be pretty interesting because it is supposed to be open world. It's going to be using the Snowdrop engine, from my understanding. So it's probably going to use the most current version of the Snowdrop engine or a newer version of it. We don't know. Hopefully, Massive doesn't show us a trailer like they did for the Division 2, where they mocked it on a PC and then ran it. And then we all got, oh my God, look at this game. This looks awesome. And then they stripped out 3/4 of the functionality of that trailer, and we never saw any of that, right? So hopefully they don't do that. But I am intrigued about an open world Star Wars game with upgrading and stuff like that. Like, all right, can we be our own bounty hunter? Is it going to be or can we create our own characters, or can we, or are we stuck with whatever characters that are in the game that we have to play, right? So can we change race? Can we be bounty hunter? Can we be a Sith? Can we be a Jedi? Or does the story determine what we do at the end of the game, right? So it will be interesting what they do, but they did say that they are going to support Division 2 for at least 2 more years, this year and next. So that to me usually means that we're going to probably get another DLC, probably a paid DLC, probably the size of Warlords of New York, and then a bunch of seasons again that we're probably going to have to pay $7 for each season. And then I think that's it for Division 2. I think that's done. Done. I don't think we're going to get any more Division 2 after 2022. I think we're done with that. So what do you think?
An interesting comment I just saw by It's Things on RP. I'd like to elaborate on his thing. He said, where do you think obviously you would hope they're going to make a Division 3. He asked the question, where do you think it would be? Where would you like the next area to be, or the next setting for Division 3? Maybe Canada in the snow?
Not you care.
Yeah.
Yeah, where would it be? I don't know. I'm not sure. If they do a Division 3, I would like them to change locations completely. Ubisoft and Massive, they did a great job with the scaling of the environment. Like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Insane. Like, Warlords of New York was a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you've never been to that part of Manhattan, just walk around in that game. That is, without all the garbage and crap, but there are some areas, unfortunately, New York, there are some areas that are pretty dingy. I've been there. But other than that, it is a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you walk down the street in Manhattan in the Division, you're going to see the similar style buildings as you go through. Like any monuments and stuff like that, they're all there, which is absolutely insane. What areas would they be good for Division 3? I would like them to I like them to branch out. I wouldn't mind the game going to 3 separate locations in the next one, because it's Division 3, right? Let's have 3 separate locations, right? Like a rural
sort of area.
Yeah. Like one part of the story, say we're in Boston, Massachusetts, or something like that. Okay, we're done in that part of the story. Now we got to fly over to name a town in your guys' area, quick.
London.
Yeah. So we hit London for the next few parts of the storyline, right? And then bang, let's bounce down to the Mediterranean or something like that. Let's get something completely different. But we don't know, because that's a lot of location mapping that they need to do to generate in the game, right? So that's probably the game's probably going to stay in one location. We know. Where will it go? I don't know. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind out of New York and out of Washington. I don't want to go anywhere near those. I don't want the story to come back to that. I want brand new areas. Let's just go hit Disneyland or Disney World or something.
Oh, that would be good.
Let's just go tear down Disney World, and then go to California and take out Disneyland. I don't even know if you guys have your Euro Disney up or anymore. I don't know, but I know that one flopped.
It's still there.
But for Division 3, I have no idea where they're going to go with it. I have no idea, or when it will ever come out. My guess, Division 3 will not show up until probably 2024, the earliest, because this Star Wars game is taking up all their resources right now. From everything that I've been reading. So I'll be happy with a Warlords of New York for the next year and a half DLC. Just give us enough content for 2 years, basically, right? And the seasons need to be revamped. Seasons are garbage. Unfortunately, the same thing every week. Just not happy. Is there any other games that you guys want to chip in for your last 2 cents and stuff like that? Because we're coming up to the next minute. Nope.
Just a very quick one. Please hurry up with
anybody happening in chat? How's chat doing? What's going on in chat, you guys? How's everybody in the chat? Liver Dies in the house. Vincinerater, Daniel Kim's in the house. Militia's still here. Liv is in there. Lottie Dottie, how you doing? Welcome. Lynette is on the ball with Vincinerater, keeping everybody in check. Soul Straw's in the house. It Stings When I Pee. How you doing, buddy?
I think Smiles wants us to know that Konami is joining Sony, because I think he's put it in chat about 4 times now. So I think we better mention the fact that they're joining back up again with Sony and Capcom, apparently.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe they realized that, hey, they shouldn't have left in the first place. Like Sony does a great job with all these little independent companies. They do a great job boosting those little independent companies, which are great because we come out with some really good independent games and stuff like that. I find Microsoft, they do have some good independent games and stuff like that, but they try to bank on their AAA money-making games. That's how they advertise. Look, another Halo. Ooh, another Gears of War. Ooh, another whatever. We're going to do this. Where Sony goes, well, here's something completely different. Returnal. Where the hell did this come from? Right?
Yeah, what the hell?
So that's one thing I like about the Sony a bunch of development guys. But again, teach us their own. Everybody has their opinion about what games that they want to do. So before we get into our very last segment and stuff like that, we're going to pop over to some streaming etiquette or whatever, or just streaming talking. And so if you guys have any streaming questions in the chat, now's the time to let us know. If you have any advice, questions about streaming, and anything like that, we're going to try to keep an eye out for this, and we'll try to jump on any of these. I can just see Genocide just went into lurk mode, which is okay. We like that. Lurk mode works for us. My only thing about lurk mode, at least if you're going to jump into somebody's stream and you're going to go right into lurk mode, which you got to do, because if you are working and you got a tab open and you want to support, just say hi at least once. That's all I ask for, because then it lets the streamer know, hey, you're there. So I noticed a lot of streamers are now got that chat command, ! lurk, right? Yep. Which is great, because then that puts an auto post on the behalf of the lurker that I'm lurking for you, and it lets the streamer know, hey, you're still around. That's all good. Love the support. So I like that. That is awesome. I'm just watching the window for. I got flagged. My delivery's on the way. Damn it! So keeping an eye out for that.
I can't mark these, Rhino, but basically Stingy P's got a question straight away for the streaming aspect. What cameras would you recommend? I think we touched on a bit of this last.
Okay, cool. Cameras, it basically do your homework, find what works best for your setup, because don't forget, it all depends on your setup and stuff like that, right? Not everybody's got the same setup and all that, so do look into that. I know if you're just streaming from the PlayStation console, you are only limited to, I believe, PlayStation cameras, because PlayStation didn't open up the drivers to do all multi types of cameras. But if you're streaming from a PC, Mac, or something like that with a capture card, you can, like, I'm using a really cheap knockoff of a Razer Kilo ring light webcam. I think it cost me $20 maximum. I think it cost me more to ship it here than to actually buy it. It is so cheap that I can see the glue around the sensor button to turn the light on. That's how cheap it is. But it works for me for now. You can use all types of different webcams out there. They do come in different prices where you are. So whatever works for your budget. Try to get something that at least handles 1080p. Because most people are going to be streaming in 1080p as best as it can. If it has a USB 3 functionality, that's great, because that just means more information from the camera goes into the computer and then into your stream and stuff like that faster. So if you have a camera that's only can use USB 2 and you stick it in a USB 3 socket, it's only going to go as fast as the USB 2 speed. So your camera might get jittery if you're trying to use high-end and stuff like that. For a webcam and stuff like that, I don't recommend going full high-end and all that. Like what you see right now for me, it is only in 1080p, right? It's a 4K camera, but I do not need it in 4K. You just put it on whatever works for your stream. You can use GoPros as well. GoPros are absolutely best. GoPros are great if you want to do multi-cameras and stuff like that, and use them as multiple sources in your stream and stuff. So you can have a hotkey on your stream deck or something to bounce from different camera views and stuff like that. That can be a lot of fun and have an overhead view. Especially if you want to do a kind of stream that you want to show that how you're making something or unboxing something. You want to have a GoPro coming above you downward, so it sees your hands, or on a 45-degree angle in front of you, so it can see your hands and what you're trying to do. And then you have another camera facing at your eye level, so you can talk to the chat and stuff. You can also use DSLR cameras or any mirrorless cameras as a webcam. Some of the newer cameras that are coming out have a webcam functionality already in it, so you just have to plug it in and set it up as a source. Or you're going to have to download a little bit of piece of software from the company to do the webcam functionality, or you're going to need a special camera, which you can a camera cable, which you can get from Elgato, which is, I think, CamLink, which you can hook a DSLR camera and use the high-end functionality of that. Now, be wary of that. Your batteries will drain very quickly. So make sure it is connected to a charger or you have spare batteries available. So that's my 2 cents about cameras in general. So hopefully I covered that for anybody. If any of you want to chip in about what you're using, please do. But that's basically...
I'm just using the PS4 one, and I think one of the main reasons why it's exclusive is because of the actual connector. It's not like a normal USB connector in any way, shape, or form.
It's got a specific connection, so you can't just stick in anything.
I looked at kind of like just a USB type camera, and all the forums were saying it wouldn't work. Something to do with kind of like the hardware and the PlayStation. So the actual connector is just quite a strange one that I've never seen before. So I think for the PS5, you can use the PS4 camera on the PS5 with a link cable that you can get free of charge through Sony. But again, obviously, they probably wanted you more likely to buy the PS5 version, in actual fact.
Yeah, so I just see in the chat, people are saying, yeah, you can use a GoPro. Yes, you can. There are a lot of setups you can do. You just go into YouTube, type in use GoPro as a webcam for streaming, and you'll find a bunch of videos on how to set it up if you need that help. There's a lot there. Check to make sure the GoPro that you are using is capable of doing that, but just be wary of the battery. That's all. Because if it's not charging or and stuff like that, it's got to use a battery. So if you're like Lizzie Bumblebee and some others doing those 24-hour streams, you gotta make sure that camera's good. People, you can also use your cell phone as a webcam as well, but be wary. Your phone will heat up very much because it's transferring a lot of information from the phone through the cable or wirelessly to your device and stuff like that. So cameras on cell phones do work very well for webcam for streaming, but you're going to want a proper tripod or something to hold it steady, because you know how people are with their cameras, right? Yeah, look into that, do your research and stuff like that. And if your budget can handle it, go for it. Because I know I'm upgrading my camera next from at least, my $20. I might go to $60. Who knows? But yeah, just make sure it does the bare minimum of what you needed to do, and you should be good. You should be good. But again, if you need any other advice, pop that question in our TwitchCord Facebook group or the Discord server, and just ask the question. You should get somebody from one of the members answering, point you in the right direction. What was the Razer camera called again? I missed it. It's called a Kilo. I believe it's called a Kilo from Razer. It's got a ring light on it. You can't miss it. It's basically one of the only cameras that they actually have.
It's what I'm actually using now, and I'm sitting in a dark room, so the light is more than sufficient.
Yeah, I've got the window on my side, as you can all see, so my light's not even actually on. Now, just remember, if you're using a green screen, like I have, like right here hanging behind me, this is just a $10 piece of fabric from a fabric store, hanging from a curtain rod. It's thin, so the light actually goes right through it. So you want to make sure the fabric is thick enough so no light comes through it from behind. If it does, put a piece of cardboard behind it, like just clip one behind it. It keeps it nice and firm and stuff. But you want to make sure your lighting in front of you hitting the green screen behind you is well lit. So your green screen chroma will work if you're going to use a green screen. There are some people out there that use software to get rid of the background as well. So you can do that if you have that option to do it. I don't, because on the Mac, I can't do it because most of those softwares are only on a PC. But if you're going to light up your green screen, make sure you've got a lot of light hitting the green screen nicely, and then that will get rid of all the shadowing behind you, and your green screen will work great. If you want to hide all your stuff behind you, like all that crap. Unlike you guys, I don't have cool things on the wall. All my cool things are on the other wall in front of me. All that other stuff it's like here. I think you guys can only, yeah, you can't see. So brand new, like. There's a cat tree with a cat in it, so. And I got a cat tree like right beside me too, right by the window. So, I'm in the guest in this room, by the way. So yeah, that's the. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about for streaming and stuff? Because we got some time. We got some time.
There's one in there for you.
All right. How's this for a question? If someone was starting up a stream, what is the order they should look at getting things? I think a mic, cam, lighting, and then soundproofing. My honest opinion, in order, you really just need to get your streaming gear set up. Honestly, I use an external mic, as you can see. I got a Blue Yeti right here. That's my mic right there. That's basically so the stream can hear me, not the actual gaming party chat. On the gaming party chat, that's the headset mic right there. So that's so everybody in the game can hear me. But for the stream to hear me, a good external mic, I do recommend getting a good one that has some directional on it, so you're not getting any sound from behind it, from maybe your monitor speakers or anything like that, because you don't want that echoing happening. So my Blue Yeti here was about 100 and something, I think $150, whatever, and it's my second one I'm using. I love it, but again, research what you're looking for and stuff like that. What should be looking for things? I think a mic, cam, lighting. If you're going to use a cam, definitely going to want some lighting involved in that, or find a camera that's got some good low light functionality in it. As you can see, Mellowmanx is in a low light room right now, and he's using a Kilo Razer webcam. So you're already seeing the quality of the light right there. I have light in my room right now, which I have no other light on, but I'm not using any lighting source right now today for me. But if you're going to game at night in a dark area, yeah, definitely you're going to want to look into some lighting. You can look at those LED lighting as well, so you can control the colors and stuff like that. If you want to get fancy, you can do that, because I've seen Milky Joe's got lighting changing in his background in his room and stuff like that. Soundproofing, does help if when you're doing a test stream or if you're recording any video and stuff like that, and you find that there's an echoing sound. Not coming. Yeah, exactly. Like Mark's got in the background there. It's just like little foam board pieces of foam that you attach to the walls. What that does is it absorbs the sound. The same thing happens if you actually have like pictures on the walls, like framed pictures and stuff like that, or other furniture in the room. That absorbs the sound as well. So it also depends on the size of the room that you're in if you get that echoing sound. So that would be the soundproofing and all that. But other than that, for the basics for streaming, if you want to be on cam, a decent cam, well, as I said, I'm just using a $20 cam right now. Do invest in a good mic, though, a very good mic, because you're going to be using the microphone more than you'll use the camera. Some decent lighting, especially if you're going to stream in a dark room and stuff like that, and all that. So that would be my suggestions. So
I like Smiles' comment about you can just get a desk lamp for your lighting.
Yeah.
Just something as simple as that.
Yeah, try to get something with soft light, like not a hard abrasive lighting, because then you'll create shadows and stuff like that. So if you start getting shadows, if you're trying to use a green screen, you see this black shadow on one side of you, that just means you have your lighting coming from that side is too strong. So you probably want to control the lighting on that. You might want a soft light or a floodlight, right? Like something that uses an LED floodlight, so it floods it, so it's not straight directional lighting, and then you'll avoid the shadows. If you have a light in front of you to help you with the lighting, but you still got a shadow, you want to put a second light at a 45-degree angle the other way, and that will get rid of the shadow behind you. And the only reason why I know all this is because of photography. It's the same thing. It's the same idea. Ring lights are cheap and great quality. Not mine. They're cheap and shitty quality, but the video is great. It's the plastic is not that great. Like, I mean, if I had a second camera, I would show you my little camera that I have right here. Like the image quality is great. Like, it's absolutely great. But the manufacturer of this knockoff is so bad. Like, I think if I flick it, I think I might break. Nice quality mic. We won't hear you. Not ordered yet. Order number 4 large Coke. There we go. Anything else? Anything else from the chat? Should we plug out here? Or anything else that you guys want to think about for that? Because we got some time here before we get into the next segment.
I mean, just a point. When you get into streaming, just be aware of what you might already have in your house. Like, you might have something within the house. If you're talking about a camera and you've got a DSLR laying about, a simple option would be to jump on Amazon or anywhere. You can buy they're called blank batteries. So it's a battery that you'd put in and it'll run off a USB. So there's your power issue sorted.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than buying a whole new camera setup anyway. Just be aware of what you might already have. Be adaptive, I suppose.
Okay, here we got one from Smile from Fort. Here we go on the screen. Tips on growing a Twitch channel. Any thoughts, you guys?
Forge relationships and network.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the only way it's going to
work. Give back what you would expect to receive. Is a great rule that I read. First thing I read when I joined Twitch called "Give more than you take," and I think if you work by that premise, you can't go wrong. Quite frankly.
I think Killer Jukes as well has got a good point there as well. Be yourself, guys. I think it's hard work to try and keep up a persona sometimes. It's all right having a bit of a character, if you like, but trying to keep that character going is probably going to be quite a lot of hard work. So being yourself, people will take to you a lot quicker when you are yourself, because people will warm to you a little bit easier. I think sometimes with characters, it's all right having that character, but it's a full-time job. It will always be a full-time job. So just try to be yourself. Relax. You're just talking to people. You're not on TV or anything along them lines. So try not to put too much pressure on yourself, guys. Honestly, It will be nerve-wracking at first. Our Lynette is one of those that's obviously quite new to streaming, as in literally this morning was her first stream. And Lynette, obviously quite nervous at the beginning, but within a few minutes, you could see her physically kind of like relax. And once she did start relaxing, you could see that she was kind of like enjoying it. So it's just that initial constant battle with yourself that you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself on this thing called streaming. It's not the be all and end all, guys. It's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. So just give it a go. Just try it out and see what happens. And that's how I ended up doing it. I never thought I'd be a streamer. I literally pressed the button and like, let's see what happens. And
I wrote this comment on the screen. Milky, really? I'm still in my PJs, by the way. What the hell? Don't stream in your PJs. I am in my PJs. Trust me. If I wasn't, you would all know.
Disproved.
Disproved, yeah. Yeah, so that's a good one from Dukes. Killer Dukes is one of the gamers that games with me quite frequently. Is with Demorta 13 as well, and yeah, she's usually the one who's picking my ass up off the ground because she's got such a great tank build into Division 2. She can walk through fire, and the rest of us have to wait till the fire goes away. But, absolutely great point. Great point. Be yourself. I've seen guys streaming without shirts. Milky, if I do that, I wouldn't even need a light source. It would be just reflecting the pale skin. Like you just see being a pale blue. He looks cold today. He's purple.
Just to expand on
that as well, that's quite correct as well. No instant gratification with streaming. You have to work to build yourself and not expect it to happen overnight. Absolutely spot on, malicious. A lot of people are putting pressure on themselves to think that I've been streaming for 3 weeks. Why am I not successful? It's going to be a long journey for you. We're not all going to be Ninja by end of a month streaming. I can assure you of that. It took Ninja a few years to get where he got. So don't try not to put any pressure on yourself, guys. Anyway,
so this one I put on. I've been preaching this one a lot myself to a lot of people. Jedi Bennett, you're dead on this. Like this is 100%. Don't let the numbers stress you out. Please don't let them. If you're having a bad stream, it happens. I've had a couple of streams last week where I had for 2.5 hours, I had less than 8 people, but I was perfectly fine. I had 8 people keeping me company. So that's how I see it. Don't let those numbers discourage you. Yes, if you're just starting out, it does get a little discouraging because you are trying to reach that affiliation goal, or you reach the affiliation goal and all of a sudden your numbers went right after the affiliation, right? Be careful. Don't stress yourself out, because if you stress yourself out, that affects your gaming, that affects your stream, and that affects your viewers because they see you stressed out. So try not to do it. Try not to worry about those numbers. Those numbers will come and go. Followers come and go, viewers come and go. Create a nice environment for your viewers to pop in, chat with you, and then keep going and stuff like that. It slowly builds and builds. I remember my first streams when I first started. I was happy to get 5 people, honestly. My first streams had very, very, very low numbers. But then again, I did no networking when I first started because I was still like anything, right? Any kind of business, you gotta reach out and start talking to people, and word of mouth is the best advertisement to get people to come back to you and hang out and stuff. But yes, even if it exactly, there we go. Yeah, there's another great comment. Even if you have 0 talk in the crowd of people, yeah, like you might be talking to yourself, but that's okay because who else is going to answer you when you have no viewers? But that's okay. So when somebody jumps in, it sees that you're talking about the game, you're interested in the game, and you're going through. If you've got no viewers and you're playing the game and you're just lying back and fuck, I got no viewers. Like, look at the posture, look at everything. As a viewer popping into my stream right now, if I had no viewers and I'm not paying attention to anything, you're going to turn it off, right? You're most likely will turn it off. But so be wary if somebody pops into your stream and says, "Hey, how's it going?" Just acknowledge and then talk about the game, talk about the weather. I don't know. Like, it's bright and sunny and snow for us. We're getting more fucking snow again. So, but I agree with you 100% there. Malicious, the most common thing I hear. Yes, I'm going to post this one up because I think we should talk about this comment as well. So I'll give you guys time to read it and then chip in whatever you want to say about it. Because Malicious Gaming, she's dead on a lot of her comments today. I've seen in the chat, and she puts in a lot of support back to other people as well. I met her on the Facebook days and stuff like that. So she's one of my almost original Facebook supporters back then.
That's gospel. That is what she's put there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people's expectations need to maybe slightly change when they start thinking about streaming and coming into communities and stuff like that. And especially, I think it's fair to say we've had this issue where TwitchCord is concerned, is that people come into the community and think that TwitchCord has been set up to get them their viewers. And that's specifically not the case where TwitchCord is concerned. We are here as a community to kind of like help each other out, not get you your viewers. So you need to get your viewers. You need to go out networking. You need to get your name in the chats. You need to interact with people. So if you are in, let's say, Rhino's or Mellowmanx's chat, you need to be talking to them so that people are aware of you. It's not just a case of jumping into stream after stream after stream and quickly going, I'm lurking, I'm busy, and all this and other. You need to be actually active so people can be aware of who's out and about. Once your name starts getting out and about, you will see the people coming back to you. I can assure you of that, because it's worked for me. I've spent months and months and months talking to people, not even planning on streaming. And now those people that I've spent all those months with come to see me. They come to talk to me. I've got Mellowmanx, I've got Rhino, I've got Melky Joe, I've got Smiles, I've got Vince, I've got Lynette. All those people constantly come in. I mean, Lynette's one of the biggest, like the biggest example I can give you is Lynette. Lynette is another one that spent months and months and months going in and talking to people and chatting with people.
Our networking is astonishing.
It's unbelievable. And now we're talking, Lynette's got near enough 1,000 followers just through that kind of networking. It's not going to work any other way, guys. You cannot expect to come into a community, sit down and wait for everybody to come into your stream. It's not going to work for you, I can assure you.
And also with Lynette, it's also the time difference too, right? Like, I think she slept for 6 hours and then she went 48 hours straight of networking and modding for people as well. Right? So, which her modding duties are going to go a little lower because she has her own channel now. She is streaming now, and we are there to help her as well as much as she helped us. Now, I just posted this one up here as well, which is another good question, because there are parts of games that you need your full concentration on the game. Like I'm doing the time trials and the Division, right? So I gotta whip through that time trial real quick. So I'm gonna pay attention to that. So how do I deal with the chat on that? Well, one, if I have no mods or anything like that, as I'm playing, I will periodically mention detach. I will get to you. Just bear with me. But I explain what I'm doing. Right? It's like I'm doing this time trial. I gotta get through this as fast as I can. So bear with me, chat. I'll get to your questions. I'll catch up to you. And then once I'm finished that run, I will not just pause the game. I will jump back to chat and I'll try to catch up to all you guys and try to answer periodic stuff here and there that makes sense. But if you do have mods to help you, which I have the gracious of having 4 absolutely, I think I have 5 absolutely awesome mods for my channel, which one's right below me. And I've got Vincinerater, I got Lynette, I got Killa Dukes, 3 more right there in our chat right now. Kitty, I saw you in the house. Everybody, happy kitty. Make sure you pet the kitty. So if you got good mods in to help you as well, which again, research your mods. Make sure you're very comfortable with your mods as well, because they are helping you with your channel. So if the mods are not going to stay in the same philosophy as what you want on your channel, then you should not make them a mod. But if your mods are there to help while you're in a busy, concentrated area of the game, they're the ones keeping the chat going, or they're answering questions on your behalf because they know the game that you're playing, or they know the type of streamer that you are and stuff like that. Or they will also repeat the question back to the streamer to help them out as well. So hopefully that answers that question. Ethan streams is more. I believe I'm saying that correctly. But hope we got that one done. Cargo's in the house. How you doing? I saw Kitty. There she is. Kitty. What's going on? Uniquely Average Gaming. What's going on? I see you in there as well. Yeah, there you are. Somebody's got an echo on some side. We're all good. I play the games I played before, and I don't care about the story, so I can focus on the chat more. Yeah, that works too. If you got a game that who cares about the game? I'm just playing the game, but the chat's more important. Some people do that as well. Question from Dr. Suleiman, I think.
The
doctor's in the house, everybody. Some people may want to know what's the best way to manage chatters who may be toxic when mods are not present and still be professional of the stream. My opinion. Somebody's got the chat speaker on? Anybody on? Okay. There was no okay, I heard an echo. So my opinion on that is if it is a really bad toxic jump in something, ban them right away. But if it is somebody that normally comes to your channel and it just so happens to start being toxic, you can put them on a timeout. I know you can do that in the chat. You can also ask them politely to say, like, look, what's going on? I've seen some streamers actually not stop the stream, but stop playing the game and deal with the toxicity in their chat. And I've seen people jump in chats that are just professional toxic people. They just jump in randomly and they just cause shit regardless. Now, all you're really doing to that streamer by being one of those professional toxic people of purposely jumping in to cause shit, all you're doing is you're ramping up the person's channel to get better ratings. That's all you're doing, buddy. So the more crap you bitch into the chat, the more the community defends the channel and goes after the toxic person. The more people talk about it, more people come in. You're just going to give that streamer more publicity. So your toxic backfires that way. But if you don't have a mod or anything like that, if you can have your chat open on a desktop or something like that, and you can periodically put some people on a timeout, or just ban them straight out if you just don't want the toxic. You guys, I don't know if you guys have any opinions on that.
I just think, obviously, polite warning. You know, if it persists, obviously, as you've already said, if you've got a decent mod, you're
yeah, they're taking care of it right away.
I just think any person in your chat would recognise and understand. You know, at some stage you've got to say no, that's enough, goodbye. Don't be afraid to do that. Just do it in a decent way.
Yeah, and Malicious just said that. I'm all about the love. If people are just vile and they get banned, and let's do that. Yeah.
Red.
All right. And anything else we gotta grab here? Anything else? Anything else off the top of your guys' heads? Because we're coming up to or close to our next segment, which is a brand new segment that we're going to let Jason talk about soon here. And then be ready. We are going to raid at the end of this podcast. So we are going to randomly pick somebody from the chat. So it doesn't matter if you're affiliated or non-affiliated. We want to grab somebody from the chat that is active. And we'll give you warning so you can get your stream up and going. And then we're just going to bombard you. We're going to bombard you. And then we're going to ask you a bunch of questions and stuff like that. Let's see here. I asked my mods to let me have a bit of fun with them before they ban them. There you go. I'm going to put that on the screen. So Milky likes to tease his toxic people, so that's good.
Fair play.
I'm going to promote. Yeah, I will promote one person. Yes, the person's on Facebook, but I've seen him deal with toxic people very, very well, and he has fun. Like as Milky says, he likes to tease them before they get banned. Is Blood Eagle Gaming, by the way. he's had a few people personally attack him in his streams, and he's just turned it right around where he turned the whole conversation around to those toxic people, where those toxic people did not know what to do. And it actually started in a random COD game, by the way. It was a bunch of randoms that were going after him in the game, and he kept pegging them off one by one. And they kept going after him, and he kept pegging them off to the point where they jumped into his stream chat and started really, really bitching at him about it. Like, I'm going to hunt your mother down. I'm going to blah, all this crap. And I'm like, holy crap. But he turned it around. He stopped the game. He went right after them and said, so what are you doing? Really? Oh, by the way, come on. It's like, would you like an invite? Like, he did it very professionally. He was very calm about it, and he just had fun with them before he banned them. But it all started in the game, by the way, from randoms.
I don't know if you've got a hype train on its way.
Hype train on its way?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, I do.
I just saw that as well.
Awesome. 70% of the level 1 hype train, guys. Welcome, everybody. My apologies if I'm missing all these cheer bits and stuff like that. We don't have any sound alert overlays in this type of model. So I'm slowly trying to catch up and check everything out here. Smiles gift with the gift tier subs. Malicious with the cheer bit bomb. Cargo with the cheer bit bombs. Holy crap. Clint Flicker with the cheer bit bombs. Hype train's now at 82% right now. Vincinerater with a cheer bomb. Ty with the cheer bombs. Killer Dukes with the gifted subs. Dibs Nibbits with a new follow. I like that name. Dibs Nibbits. Or is it Dibs and Bits? Sorry. Dibs and Bits. I even have my glasses on and I still can't read it properly. Chari Gaming with 100 bits as well. Clint Flicker cheered with 1,691 bits.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Hype train is just gone nuts, you guys. Absolutely. Thank you very much for all this. Level 1 is completed.
More buttons, Rhino.
What was that?
Vince has wanted to know, should he add more buttons?
Vincent always needs more buttons. If anyone can recommend a button for Vincinerater, please do. Go to his channel and remind him that he can create all these different buttons. He loves his buttons. I'm trying to automate things. He wants more buttons. Level 2 hype train at 34%. Again, everybody that's been doing those cheer bombs and stuff like, oh Christ, Ty, 1,000 bit bomb right there. Holy shit. Killer Dukes with another 100 bits. Cargo with 100 bits.
Ty, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for all this. Again, all the bits that are raised for today are going back into the community. Like, I am going to spoil somebody in the community with cheer bombs back. So you guys are absolutely insane right now. Oh, Christ, we're like 4 subscribers away from 100 now, you guys.
Nice.
Wow. That is, again, that was a dream goal to ever hit 100 subscribers. If I ever hit that, that's going to be insane. 44 viewers. Okay, so we're gonna go into a brand new section for the TwitchCord before we go looking for somebody to rate, because we're coming up into the bottom half hour of the show. So we're gonna give Jake 2Z to talk about a brand new topics in the area, gaming related, by the way, and we will take it from there. Your Borderlands movie, by the way.
Yeah, so we've got the Borderlands movie. So I don't know if anybody's aware that this is kind of like in pre-production currently. As you can see on screen, we've got Eli Roth. Eli Roth is well known for directing quite a few films like Hostel, Cabin Fever, and also starred in Inglourious Bastards. But he's literally obviously in pre-production for the Borderlands film. Literally just been announced that Jack Black is going to be the voice of Claptrap, so I think that's going to be quite a fun addition to the movie, because you can imagine it is going to be quite tongue in cheek, this movie. As much as I think Eli Roth is well known for kind of like your horror type films, I think it does do it with a bit of a tongue in cheek as well. So I think he'll be absolutely ideal for the Borderlands franchise. this is to go along with the cast that's already been put in there. So we've got Kate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis apparently, and also Kevin Hart as well. So again, there's no kind of like release date as we are speaking right now, but it's in pre-production right now. The next one, game-based movies that we are going to talk about is we've got Last of Us coming up as well. Now, I know we've had a few issues around a Sam Raimi film that's been in development hell. That might never see the light of day, the movie itself. So what they've done instead is there is a HBO produced TV series. Now, what they've done is they've cast Joel and Ellie currently. So we've got Pedro Pascal, who's going to be as Joel. Obviously, Pedro Pascal, quite well known currently for Mandalorian series. Has been in quite a few other bits and pieces. Game of Thrones is another one that has been in. Ellie's been cast. We've got Bella Ramsey, who was apparently in Game of Thrones, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Lyanna Mormont in the Game of Thrones series. So they're the cast as it stands right now for the HBO series. So you can imagine it's going to be quite a good, decent production. We're being backed by HBO. Obviously, there has been a bit of a conjecture from the fans, because a lot of fans have been wanting Joel to be played by another Game of Thrones actor who played Jaime Lannister. I think his name's Nicholas Coster-Waldau. So again, there is a bit of a issue with people wanting the Jaime Lannister guy to be playing Joel instead of Pedro Pascal. But I can't see him going wrong with Pedro Pascal. Did an absolutely awesome job with Mandalorian, so I can't see him going wrong with the Last of Us TV series as well. But again, like I said, with the looks of what they are saying about the Sam Raimi film, we might not even see the light of day where that's concerned. Talking of things that aren't going to see the light of day, there are a lot of films out there, game-based movies out there that are massively delayed, and have been delayed for many years now. We've got things like Watch Dogs, which is not looking like it's forthcoming.
I think they tanked that one, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it's looking more likely that we won't see a Watch Dogs movie, but it's still.
When the Watch Dogs, when the latest Watch Dogs Legion got released, did anybody see that little movie preview? I can't remember what the director did. That did like a live action type Watch Dogs promo for the game.
Well, that's what gave people the idea that they might be kind of like bringing it back to the forefront, the Watch Dogs movie. But again,
because that was absolutely awesomely done. That, like, I watched that and I went, "Oh, I would love to watch this movie." Like, or TV series. It looked awesome.
Just in development hell at this moment in time are the Call of Duty film. There's a Mass Effect film. There is a Temple Run movie, apparently. Again, in development hell. Five Nights at Freddy's, Splinter Cell, Far Cry, Ghost Recon. There's a God of War film that's been in development for quite a few years, but again, it's not looking too good. Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid, Heavy Rain, a Sims movie as well. There's also obviously the talk about the Division movie as well. There's been a lot of talk about that over the last couple of years, the Division movie, a Gears of War movie, Portal, and even a movie based on the old game Asteroids as well. No idea how that's going to work. And even worse, a movie based on Fruit Ninja as well, which again, how that ever is going to work is beyond me. We've got Tomb Raider 2, which is apparently due for release in March of this year.
The same actress as the last one?
Say again?
Is that same actress as the
actress? Yes, actress is again, they've talked about bringing it out in March 2021, but again, I think a lot of things probably are going to be delayed due to COVID and what have you. So another one that's been put on hold is Uncharted. Tom Holland has just been announced as playing the young Drake, but unfortunately, like I say, it's been put on hold for the time being. There is a Sonic sequel on the cards as well, apparently for starting production in April 2022, as is a Minecraft movie as well, which is supposed to be available. Yeah, Minecraft movie available in March of 2022 as well.
That's a lot of interesting things coming. I'm just gonna cut you there for a second. I think we just hit a level 5 hype train. It's done, you guys.
Wow.
No, level 4 is completed. Everybody that's been jumping in and all these cheer bombs and stuff, I cannot thank you guys absolutely enough. You guys are absolutely insane. Jedi Bennett just gifted another 5 subs.
Wow.
We are halfway through a level 5 hype train right now. Ty, you're just insane with the bombs. All these people dropping in the Clint Flicker. Man, like you're dropping this 1,691 bits every time.
Wow.
You guys are absolutely nuts. Thank you. I'm trying not to bust in on these guys' chatting, but I'm periodically typing in the chat. Thank you very much for this.
No,
again, everything that gets generated today, I am going to be putting it towards the big pile of thank you to the community next month, because next month I give back to the community for 4 separate streamers next month are going to be getting gifted subs. I'm going to be picking 1 a week. So the number is definitely going to be 5 per streamer, but that might raise more with all this that's just coming in. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be giving back next month for sure. So again, I just wanted to say thank you very much for all that. Didn't want to cut Jason off and all that. So
you're fine.
Back to it, Jason.
So just another bit.
We're at 80% now. Damn it! Again, Flicker. Holy crap! Another 1,600. Wow.
This is testament
within there too. Holy crap, you guys! Wow.
This is testament to the group that you're putting together here, you guys. Showing the quality of the people that you're attracting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This is the community. This is the reason why the community works. Like. This is not necessary, but this just shows how much the community supports the streamers within the community that they want to help. I've noticed some brand new faces in the chat today. That is absolutely awesome. Welcome to the stream for the first time. A couple of new followers just popped in. We are sitting at 42 viewers right now, so we are going to have an absolutely awesome raid in a few minutes. Again, this generosity from everybody. Thank you very, very much. I think we just completed a maxed out hype train, you guys. I think we just completed.
Yeah.
Level 5 completed. Dead Elvis jumped in there with 25 bits. Milky Joe with more bits. Ty Guy with another 1,000 bits. More bits coming in, you guys. Another gifted seer. Wow, 104% above, and there's still like a minute and 40 seconds. Like,
and it's still going.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's still raging down the tracks.
Oh man,
runaway train.
Runaway train. By the way, everybody that's contributed to the hype train, you guys are all going to be getting brand new emotes sent to you by Twitch, by the way. So when the hype train is ended, you will be getting a nice, if you're a part of the hype train, you'll have a nice little train badge, and you'll be getting a bunch of emotes being sent to you via Twitch. So again, absolutely, thank you very much. This is not really the time for me to be speechless during this. So you guys take it on. We might
be in a minute.
Is there any more movies? Anything else?
I've got a couple of bits. We've got Mortal Kombat, which I'm hoping most people have seen the trailer, because
I watched the trailer last night that Eddie posted.
Yeah, looks absolutely amazing. Now this is due for release in April, so it's something to look forward to. Hopefully, once lockdown restrictions start kind of like being lifted, we can start thinking about maybe going back to the movies, because this does actually look quite good. And it's also going to be available in IMAX as well. So that's even more to look forward to as well. And then just my last thing that I just need to bring up, if Rhino, if you're ready for the, just to showcase the pop vinyls. Now, I don't know if anybody's into...
in a second.
If anybody's into collecting your geeky stuff, but I'm a massive geek. I know Mellowmanx is a massive geek. I know Mr. RhinoMonster is a massive geek as well. We love that kind of like collecting memorabilia and stuff like that. And I've come across quite a lot of game-related memorabilia. And one of the things that I do collect a lot of is something called pop vinyls. Now, as you can see on the screen right there, this is a couple of the examples of the latest releases from Funko. So as you can see right there, we've got Ghost of Tsushima pop vinyl. We've also got the Cyberpunk Funkos as well available. So I think there is going to be 5 different ones, if I remember correctly. There is a Sekiro one as well. For anybody that's maybe thinking about getting their better halves to get them the latest.
Attention, Miss Mallow.
But when I came across these particular Funkos, when I started looking through what Funko does offer, you'd be amazed how many game-related Funko Pop vinyls are available. From anything like Pac-Man to Sonic the Hedgehog and right through to most of the games that's been out for many, many years. But the latest ones like Cyberpunk, Sekiro, Ghost of Tsushima, they just look absolutely out of this world. So for anybody that is maybe interested in or does collect your pop vinyls, then I would highly recommend jumping onto Funko or popping a box website and having a look at what's actually available, because you'd be quite surprised what there is, depending on what game you want either as well.
That's a good one.
Stop it.
Golden Girl Pops. Nice.
Honestly, I spend far too much money on pop vinyls, but honestly, I will be spending some more money on the game-related ones. I can assure you that. Cyberpunk and the Ghost of Tsushima one, absolutely.
Find me a really good Boba Fett one, and I'll go get it.
In fact, I've got one right here for you if you want it right now. So it's entirely your choice.
Wow. There we go. I'll just pop that off the screen there. So there we go. Again, a big, humongous thank you to everybody that was just part of that level 5 hype train.
Amazing, guys. Yeah.
With 16 subs and over 9,000 bits were put into that hype train. No. So absolutely, thank you very much, everybody that was part of the hype train. Those Twitch has already sent you guys all those emotes. I already see a bunch of new ones popping into the stream on this side here. RoboMuff, RhinoMonster, that's awesome. You deserve it. Thank you very much, you guys. I'm also hosting Rhino. Lynette's hosting as well. There we go. One of those was a T3 sub. Rhino, absolutely insane. Jedi Bandit, absolutely insane. Thank you very, very much. Yes, Jedi Bandit gave out one tier 3 community sub to somebody. Wow. So somebody lucked out and got that. Make sure anybody that's in the chat, if you got gifted a sub from my channel from somebody in the chat, please thank them for that gifted sub. Please, please, please. If it wasn't for them, absolutely awesome. So thank you very, very much. And don't forget to thank them in the chat, please, because their generosity is just through the roof right now. Yeah, I might be speechless, guys. Like looking at the numbers and I'm just like, fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah, well done, TwitchCord guys, and anybody else that might not be in TwitchCord either. But yeah, that's an absolutely amazing thing for you.
Yes. A big shout out to all the communities that are in the chat right now, because we've got a bunch of them. We've got the TwitchCord community. We've got the As One. I saw the Knights are in the house. The Stingers are definitely there. Hive is in there as well. We got Crystal OTB Ladies community in there. We got Kitties. And Apex Mommies community is in there as well. We've got some of Simply Sam's community is jumped in because I've seen some of the new faces popping in from his community popping into the stream. Physics is in the house with the Knights, of course. And again, if you need any graphics, anything, go talk to Physics. Go talk to him. Go talk to Moments of Green. There's a few other awesome ones out there. We also have Milky Joe's brand new community, Defenders of Asgard, don't forget. Yep, in fact, I will make sure that comment goes up on the screen. Definitely check out his group. His group and TwitchCord have partnered So we are advertising each other in the streams as well, because we're following the exact same philosophy. It's a community as well. So be sure to talk to Milky Joe about his group. If you want to join his group, talk with him and he will set you up for that for sure. Any other last minute things you guys want to do, chat about, whatever, because we need to find somebody to raid you guys.
Yeah, I'd just want to say thank you to you guys.
Thank you for joining.
Having me. Very enjoyable, and also I'm sure I speak on behalf of the whole community, all the admins, but especially Rhino. Thank you for putting this group together and everything you do for us. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I, for one, am massively grateful for what you do. So, thank you.
Well, you're definitely coming back.
It worked.
You sucked up enough. You're coming back. I'm going to be testing. I'm going to rotate some of the co-hosts out in future, just to let you know. I believe I've got Jedi Bandit lined up for a podcast next month with Vincinerater and myself. So I'm going to at least rotate out a couple here and there. You might see some of the same people popping back in because I'm just going to keep some people that just kind of mesh together. And also, it's a time thing too, right? So if people have got the time to put in and help out with the podcast, I'm only one person, so I am grateful that I've got my co-hosts. I can host up to 6 people, but I'm going to try to keep it 4 or less. It just works better on the screen and stuff like that. And we'll definitely take it there. Because I think I heard a little birdie that I think even Danielle Kim might want to be a co-host as well. So the invite is to her. I know we're going to probably have to figure something out. If this starts going well, we might have to do this twice a month. And I think that will probably be the absolute maximum we'll do per month, because it gives us time to set up and get everybody organized and get the topics and everything in here and going. Again, this podcast will be uploaded onto my Rhino Monster gaming channel, YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed there, please do. Because again, every 100 followers and subscribers I get on any of my channels, I donate $100 to animal charity and stuff like that. I also will be doing a secret donation to this man's charity later today, because he absolutely knocked it out of the park today for us. So I'm going to give back to his charity. And whether if it's going to be bombing him with stars or bits or whatever, we'll figure something out. But definitely we're going to do something for him. So again, thank you, everybody. And if you want the podcast will be up on the YouTube channel. Feel free to comment on the post there as well. I will be reading the comments. If there is a question there, I'll try to answer it. If it's a good question for the next podcast, I will bring it to the next podcast for sure. But I will be putting up stuff there. Oh, by the way, I did record my second playthrough of Little Nightmares 2. I've got the first hour recorded, so you might see that going up on the YouTube channel later as well. Let's find somebody to raid. Who is online in chat right now? Who's got their stream going right now in the chat? I want you guys to let us know with a hashtag I'm live now. So we're going to wait we got 10 minutes. So let's find somebody. And if we can get a few more people, because we're just under 40 viewers right now. So who knows what we'll get.
I've actually got 45 on mine.
Yeah, it's 45. It just jumped back up. Yeah. Right back at you. There we go. Who's live? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody?
Dante's live.
Good comment from Vincinerator there. Hashtag I'm trying to go live.
I'm trying to go live.
Brilliant.
There's not enough cookies at the kids yet, then.
Yeah, duct tape the kids and the cookies. And again, doesn't matter if you're affiliate or non-affiliate. It's whether or not you're active in the chat. We've been keeping track of people in the chat. So hashtag trying to go live. There we go. Tide Guy. There's one there. I'm just trying to get the people up.
RoboMuff's gonna try and get himself going live.
Yeah. Like the Purge. Sir Leader is on.
Yeah, RoboMuff still needs affiliation. So
Yeah.
should we look at that, RoboMuff?
Is he online yet?
It says give us a minute. So if we hang fire and he gets up and running, we can jump in. YOP has a quick question, if we may. So
Sure.
that might
Yeah.
If you can give us a question, YOP, and we'll just answer that question until Robo's live.
All right, where's his question?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to put it in. Oh, here we go. Was there?
Robo has 708 followers and no affiliation. Jesus.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of support with the follows and stuff. It's just he's just missing that sweet spot of getting the viewers to stay in the streams. Uniquely has a question. Uniquely Average Gaming. While we're waiting, put the question in the chat right now.
Yeah. Quick. Quick.
Would have been a perfect time to call out for out of work smiles. Let's go then. So yeah, we're just gonna set up a raid for sure. And again, part of the raid etiquette, just follow with the raid, go over there with all of us, hang out for at least 3 minutes or more. Also, once the raid has fully moved over, refresh your chat, by the way. So that gives that streamer that full viewership 100%. So once you jump in, do that quick hashtag raid, Rhino raid, whatever you want to put in, and then just refresh your chat, and then that person will get those numbers big time for sure. Is there a question yet? No?
Uniquely Average Gaming, simple question. How do I network? Pretty straightforward. Just going everywhere, as many streams as you can, uniquely. Go into as many streams as you can. Make sure you are active in their chat so that they know you are there. Talk to people. Get your name out there so people are aware that you are out and about. Because if you're just jumping in and out of streams, not saying anything, they're never going to know that you've been there. Once your name starts getting out there, people will remember. And when they are looking for people to go and have a look at themselves, they will jump into your streams as well. So just get out there. To be fair, I'm streaming a couple of hours, maybe a day, and then what I'll do is I'll spend another couple of hours straight after jumping in and out of people's streams. So I live in Twitch, if I'm honest, and I think pretty much a lot of people have got to that point now where they're where they've literally feel like they've moved into Twitch. It can be a dangerous hole to kind of like get in sometimes because you spend that much time in there that you forget about the real world sometimes. So yeah, it's just about getting yourself out there uniquely as much as you can. Jump into people's streams and just say hi.
Also going with the raids as well. So following the raids, chatting with everybody that's in the raid as well, going into the other person's channel, chatting with them works too. Also, what I sometimes do is I just bring up the Twitch page and check out who is live like right now, but under the recommended column. And I just scroll through and randomly just jump in, regardless of how many viewers are in there. Like some have 1,000 viewers, some have 3 viewers, some have 100 viewers. Jump in, hang out, read some of the chat comments. If it seems like a streamer or a group of people that you want to chat with, start doing some comments, start answering some people's questions, saying hi and stuff like that, and then see what happens. Also, check out some of the Discords as well. Sometimes there's more conversation there, but if you can't do Discord, check out some of the other groups that are available and stuff like that. But Uniquely Average Gaming, you were doing that earlier when we first met you. By the way, Uniquely Average Gaming, he's actually from India, by the way. He actually streams from India. So he jumped into a few streams a few weeks ago. And we helped him out, and he jumped in. He was doing exactly what we do promote, just follow us, go through all of the chat with everybody, and if you think you like their content, smash that follow button, help that community out and stuff like that. You'll be surprised on the rewards coming back to you. So I think
RoboMuff is live, so we can go.
Muff is live.
Yes.
There he is. All right. So again, a humongous thank you very much for everybody that's tuned in for the official first season 1, episode 1 of TwitchCord Podcast Day. We're looking forward to episode 2, which will be in March. When we get closer to March and stuff like that, and I get everything ironed out, I will announce the date and stuff like that there. And of course, we'll promote it. And again, Jedi Bandit, you will get a message from me soon. Hopefully, we can iron out what time will work. Vincinerater, again, as well, will probably hopefully join us. Big humongous thank you for that freaking hype train. Holy freaking awesome. Thank you. Unexpected again. Thank you very much for that. As I said, I'm going to that 9,000 bits. I am going to splurge. I'm going to put that back into next month's give back to the community. All of it. All 9,000 will go back into the community. So thank you very, very much. Jedi Bandit, absolutely insane with the tier 3 gifted sub as well.
Yeah.
There's not much else I can say other than a big thank you for everybody who tuned in, all the new followers, everybody hanging out. Let's do the same thing. We're going to go raid RoboMuff Bunny. Let's see if this gets him to what he needs and show that support. Absolutely thank you. And again, big thank you to Mellowmanx and Jake2Z for hosting with me. And we'll see you guys in the next stream. So take care and let's raid.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, stay safe, everyone.
Do-do.